Okay, so I said that there are some other situations that we just need to remember that the cost. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, the cost of an item. The cost of an item is equal to, or the total value of an item is equal to the number of items times the value per item. The value per item, that's the total
Am
value
I
for an.
writing this down?
Sorry.
Am I writing this down?
Yes, and I write it down. I write what I'm explaining down now.
Hmm.
Say what is just cost, profit, and the value problems. Costs, cost problems, costs, then profits and value. So, so we say that the cost of an item is simply the or the total value of an item is simply the number of items times the value per item. Then the profit is the selling cost minus the buying cost. So total value of item is equal to number of items times value per item. Number of items times value per item. Then we say that profit is equal to the selling cost minus the buying cost. Buying cost. I hope you can see my board.
Yeah.
Minus the buying cost gives us the value or total value for an item. Very, very important. Very, very important. So now, so if we have a scenario here, we have a scenario here, say a music store or a music store owner purchased X compact discs. A music store owner purchased X compact disc. A music store owner purchased 8 compact disc. A music store owner purchased X compact disc for $6.5 each. For $6.5 each. He sold all but 19 of them. He sold all but 19 of them for $12 each. If he made a profit of $564 from the compact disc, what is the value of X? What is the value of X? So the problem asks for in the value, the problem asks for the value of X. We are looking for the value of X. Let me come, the question again says, a music store owner purchased a compact disc for $6.5 each, for $6.5 each. He sold all bet 19. He sold all bet 19. He sold all bet 19. Very, very important. He sold all bet 19 of them for $12 each. If he made a profit of $5,640 from the compact disc, what is the value of X? What is the value of X? What is the value of X? So how do we go about this problem? The problem asks us for the value of X, but first of all, X is given as the number of compact discs purchased. Purchased total number of compact discs as X. Now the selling cost equal to the number of items times. So he has X, he purchased X total number of disc. So that's the total number of discs is purchased. Then the selling cost now is equal to the number of items sold times value per item. So what is the number of items sold? Now the selling cost. Selling cost now selling cost is equal to total number of items sold. What is the total number of items sold? It should be X minus 19. Because see, he sold a certain number, bet 19, at how much? At 12. At what? At $12 each. At $12 each. So at $12 each, what are we going to have? We're going to have this times 12. So this is the selling cost, X minus 19 times 12. Then what is the buying cost? What is the buying cost? The buying cost now, the buying cost is equal to the number of items bought times the value per item. So say he bought 6.5. He bought X number of items, total number of X times 6.5. That's what the buying cost is going to be. Now the buying cost is going to be equal to X times 6.5. So this is going to be equal to 6.5x. Now it continues. Now what is the profit? What is the profit? So the profit is going to be this selling cost minus the buying cost. So we represent selling cost minus the buying cost, which is the profit. So the profit, say profit now is equal to selling cost minus buying. So this is going to be equal to selling cost is 12x minus, let me just open the 12x minus 19 times 12. 19 times 12 will give us what? Help me and press 19 times 12. 19 times 12. What is 19 times 12? 19 times 12.
228.
minus 228. Then minus all of this now minus 6.5x. So this is the profit. Now, remember that from the question, they said that the profit he made was $564. The profit he made was $564. So all we now need to do is to now insert this in the question. We now insert this in the question that 5, say, then the profit now is 564. Think 564. 564 should now be equal to this. This should be 12x minus 6.5x. X minus 6.5x, then minus 228. So from here now, you notice that 5.5x, 12x minus 6.5x will give us 5.5x. Should now be equal to 564 plus 228. So 564 plus 228 will give us 792. So it will give us, this is 564 plus 228, which is equal to 792. So 5.5 x is equal to 792. X is going to be equal to 792 divided by 5.5. And that's going to give us 792 divided by 5.5. That's going to give us 144. That's going to be equal to 144. That's items. That's what he bought. That's the total number of items that he bought, 144. And that is the answer to that question. I think this is very, very clear. I think this is very, very clear. So, and that gives us the final answer. So in this kind of scenario, you just need to follow the, steps tactically without making mistakes or by avoiding mistakes. And once you do that, you are going to arrive at the correct, answer. You're going to arrive at the correct answer.